Yo, what's up, man? What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy Rick, man. It's LIB Media, man. I really wish I was able to make this video a couple of days earlier, but I got busy, man, with work and everything. I got a lot of stuff going on. But final predictions. So now I'm making this prediction video. Cheese, he's gonna make a separate one too, to give his predictions. But we gotta try to get this out to y'all as quick as possible. Either way, finals predictions. So I'm making this on 5/22. So this is just after the Pacers won. And I'm gonna try to not be biased. I'm gonna try to not live in the moment. Which I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain that to y'all. So finals predictions. I'm gonna predict who I think is going to the finals, and I'll kind of give a small preview about who I think is going to win that. Even when the finals actually starts, then I'm gonna make a separate prediction. But long story short, okay, let's start with OKC Thunder and the Timberwolves. So I actually got to watch that whole game. It was a really good, tough game until the end. At the end of the game, at the end of the game, the Thunder pulled away, and the turnovers started to stack up. SGA started to heat up, and I seen everybody kind of complaining about the whistle and the fouls. I think that plays a factor as far as for the defenders. So, like, if you playing defense on somebody and like you trying to D up, but they keep calling a foul, you know what I mean? That can get annoying. That can get underneath your skin, and it can make you kind of not want to do that. I also think the whistle is gonna switch a little bit, because normally when you hear that complaining and stuff, the refs, they gonna have a meeting. They're gonna relook at every foul that they called. SGA also won the MVP yesterday, which is rightly deserved. That's the correct pick for anybody who had anybody else. Y'all can let me know in the comments, but I don't think this year specifically nobody should have won it over SGA. He's clearly the most important to his team, and his team is also really good. But I think in this series, what it's going to come down to down the stretch is I don't think the fouls things is going to exist. I think they're going to loosen up on the whistle. I think this game really comes down to Julius Randle, who had a really good game, but he was hitting a lot of threes, and that's not how the Timberwolves are going to be able to really win. They got to get to the paint. Ant Edwards, I know a lot of people are saying he got better. I don't really see it. He's become more of a three-point shooter, so his points per game and stuff look like his field goal percentage, his efficiency is kind of the same, but it's actually like a little lower. But his three-point percentage is higher, so it kind of equals out about like his stats over the year, like over the whole course of the year. Like Shai shoots 50% from the field, so like. And those are like a lot of middies. He don't shoot a lot of threes, and like he gets to that midi and he tries to get to the cup, which then leads to the foul. But like when Edwards settles for threes, you can see it in the Wolves players. The Wolves actually play really good games when Ant doesn't score a lot. Like people don't want to talk about it. When Ant doesn't score a lot and he's making, like, when he's playmaking, they score a lot because he's actually penetrating and then kicking the ball out. And so the shooters get a chance to shoot. I don't think the shooters had good looks in this game, but they just weren't hitting. I think they're going to hit some. So I'm going to go with OKC is going to probably win this series 4-2, because I think they're going to hit shots. They're going to make it. But unless it was kind of cuts on a Dwayne Wade mode where it's like, you know what, I am not shooting. I'm going to the cup. And I don't care how much people y'all putting in there. I'm going to just put Chet and Hartenstein them in foul trouble. That's the only way I see this series turn around. So right now I'm going to go 4-2 OKC. Okay, for the Pacers and the Knicks, right? I saw the very tail end of this game yesterday. So I saw like the end of the third going into the fourth. And, when I kind of cut it, I was like, oh, the game kind of over. So I was kind of watching it but doing other stuff at the same time. But the Pacers play at such a high pace. And when they start making shots, it's like it vibrates. It's vibrant through the whole team. And so they first of all, they already like to get up and down. And if they start hitting shots and they see you miss a couple, they believe they can come back. We've seen them do it against the Cavaliers as well. So like they're never fully really out of a game. And the Knicks was doing that as well against the Celtics, but it's the pace that you got to also keep up with. Jalenbrunson goes out and the Knicks are still winning. So I'm like, okay, at first when Brunson went out, I'm like, okay, well, He got 5 fouls. They gonna take him out the game for a while. The Knicks kept winning. I'm like, oh, okay, well, they got this game in the bag. I'm thinking to myself, I can't wait to get on LIB, talk to the fam about this. And then next thing you know, this dude, Neesmith starts hitting threes. And the thing about the Pacers that I was actually just telling my homeboy this, that like their team is like built so correctly, for lack of a better term, right? Like them boy, they like at every position, they got like ideal size and they got length. And so they got people who can guard, like everybody can guard it. Even the people that come off the bench, McConnell, he's an energizer bunny. And so he's the only one that doesn't have really great size, but like Toppin and Mathurin, them boys is coming off the bench, right? And they got great size. Pascal Siakam, great size. Miles Turner, they got great size across the board. And so they can deal with anybody, even though they're not necessarily a great defensive team. They have the ability, it seems like in the fourth quarter, like, you know what, we're going to turn it up. We're going to run, and we're going to make everybody, like, guard us. And if y'all don't guard us, this is what's going to happen. Shout out to Hallie, hitting the Reggie Miller taunt, man, from back in the G. I feel you, Hallie. That's what's up. That was lit. And then, they won the game in overtime. That's going to come back, especially doing it at MSG. That's going to come back to haunt the Knicks. So I kind of already had the Pacers winning this series. So I'm going to roll with the Pacers. Like, I'm going to say 4-2. I would say 4-1, but I don't want to disrespect the Knicks. Brunson is a dog, man. He had another 40-point game. Like, he keeps doing it. So I can't really sleep on that at the same time, but yeah, so that's pretty much my predictions. I think the Pacers and the Thunder are going to meet in the finals. And y'all, this might be a little sneak peek surprising, but I'm really looking at the Pacers play basketball, and I'm thinking their length and the pace they play, they don't really allow you to set up on defense that way as well. So because they move so quick, they can really score on anybody. And the game in basketball is supposed to slow down in the playoffs, but the Pacers don't really care about that. They ain't worrying about that. It's supposed to slow down. We're going to do whatever we want to do. So shout out to the Pacers, man. It was a great game, one for the Knicks and Pacers. Not so much for the Wolves and the Thunder, but I'll be tuning in this weekend, man. Y'all do the same, and then I'll get back up with your boy. It's your boy Rick, man. It's LIB Media, man. We out of here. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Peace.